Welcome back, everybody, Thunderleaf friends. It's a pleasure to have you this fine Thursday afternoon, and hope you're having a great week so far. So, welcome back to our Donnie Does It painting edition here, where we're going to continue working on some Age of Sigmar models today. And of course, just hanging out and having a good time, kind of collecting ourselves in the middle of the week and just having some intentional afternoon time here. Something that drives a little focus, a little creativity, hang out and chat, share a little positivity, and listen to some tunes and see what's going on. So, as always, want to thank Greg, our producer, who is on the line here. You'll hear him
How's it
sharing
going,
in chat.
everybody?
And of course, yeah, we're just going to get to it today. But feel free to check out the stream details below. We'll have some link to music and things like that. Otherwise, we'll be crediting off our artists and songs as they come up as well. And otherwise, just make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, that like button, and of course, most of all, most helpful to us right now is that hit share button. Help people find us. We've got a lot of great content coming out, including videos on Mondays for tabletop gaming, Wednesdays and Sundays we got rave reviews. Usually we've had some technical difficulties outside of Greg's control, but we'll still harass him because we all miss hanging out with them on Sundays and Wednesdays.
Yeah, no, first it was the gas and then it was the internet. Apparently somebody cut the fiber bundle feeding my entire town. So yeah, we were all in the dark for a day or two there.
All right, chat. New mission: figure out where Greg lives, just based on that today's date. How's it going, ALC? Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Paints together. So we're doing a lot of speed chop painting on this model so far, or slap chop, excuse me, which is a kind of speed painting technique. They make special paints. These ones are from Army Painter. They're called Army Painter speed paints. There's contrast paints. Really, all they are in reality is very thin down acrylic paint. It just kind of flows onto the model instead of necessarily being painted on. It's almost more like a watercolor. So at least, Greg, you did beat one boss last night.
Yeah.
Just one shot.
Yeah, for only having like 15 minutes on the stream, it went about as well as it possibly could have. I didn't add to the death counter at all, and I beat the boss. I crushed the sentinels. So yeah, it was a fun stream.
I think you just played off like you meant it, you know?
Exactly. I meant to do that, definitely. No, it was a fun stream. I was looking forward to it. So I was pretty bummed when my internet went out and stayed out.
Yeah, I know you kind of missed a rave reviews because of the holidays, and then just to get whacked back to back because you got to be ready for some hangout and game.
Yeah, it's been rough. I've really been missing it because it's been 2 weeks now since I've been able to actually sit down and play Dark Souls meaningfully. And you know, it's a damnedest thing, Donnie. I miss Dark Souls.
I got to retry mine. So recently picked it up as well, and I loaded it once, and it was so clunky for some reason on my machine.
Huh.
Though I think it's because of the multiple windows at different resolutions.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Yeah, that'll definitely do it sometimes. Now I'm very lucky Ray helped me pick out a very powerful computer because I demand the most from my machines, Donnie.
Yeah. We've all seen your OBS layout now.
You have. So. Hey, what's up, Adventures Dojo? How's it going, friend?
Hey, how's it going?
But yes, I spent today when I didn't have the internet. That was part of what I was doing, was getting my OBS scenes actually into scene folders.
There you go.
So now the only thing I can see in my scenes right now are DDI things. Like it should be, right?
Probably makes your OBS a little easier to run. Not that it matters, but
honestly, I'm not seeing a meaningful difference in CPU usage from the program.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I think it might come into play if we were switching things a bunch, but yeah, I have not noticed a meaningful change. Because yeah, normally it hovers between 6 and 8%, even with all of the scenes I've ever made. And right now I'm hovering just around 6%. Right up to 8 when I said that.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Well, Adventures of Dojo, glad to have you here today. How's your Thursday going? Say hi to the wife, ALC.
Let me know if you guys have any requests for the tunes. We'll be running those all night. I saw a dog earlier, Donnie. Who was that?
Oh, the dog snuck into the picture?
Yeah.
That was Ender, the old man.
What's up, Hydra?
Old hound dog. Hey, Hydra. Good to see ya. Not as well as I saw you earlier this week, but we'll take our punishment.
Cannot hear the music. Let me bring that up for you. Thank you for letting me know. How's that for the music, ALC? Of course, the song ended right then.
You know, I should have asked the other day, Madam Hydra, did you ever get your buses back in line to get caught up?
That's good. I'm glad you got your buses running again. Seems an important thing to have. Careful with needles, y'all. They're sharp.
Working on some slippers there, Greg?
I am. I'm finally finishing my slippers tonight. They're gonna be done. I'm very excited for that. Oh, looks like we are getting some raid action over on Twitch there. How's it going, everyone? Thanks for joining us. Hanging out, painting
Hey,
tonight.
everybody. Remind me, I should be on Twitch as well.
Let's go. We got wasabi. We got some orc butt Yeah, orc butt painting, Dom's minis. All right, welcome to the stream, guys. How's it going?
Pleasure to have y'all.
What brings you guys over tonight? Other than orcs.
Where's the wah chant? Like, all right. Well, since we got some orc fans hopping in over here, we got the war box on trike here, sitting on the desk. In fact, right now.
All right, like you were prepared for this moment, Donnie.
I was just waiting for these folks. So pleasure to have y'all here. There it is. Wow.
Oh, one of these days, you guys are actually going to get me playing Warhammer, not just painting with y'all.
Well, you're going to have to download Tabletop Simulator. That's an easy way to do it.
Hey, what's up, Sunshine? I do have Tabletop Simulator. I think you're just going to have to twist my arm a little one of these days, Donnie.
Okay, what did I screw up in this life to have to try and paint this stupid cloak behind him?
Couldn't you have painted the cloak before?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that, Greg.
Would it have been an option to paint the cloak before you put it on, or was that an already attached piece?
If I was a smart man, I would not have glued this cape on.
Oh, okay. So that's why it's glued and not painted.
And if I thought I'd ever get it back on the right way, I'd probably just pop it off. But I'm not that brave.
Yeah, no, I would never be able to get it back on the right way if I popped it off there. I have terrible luck gluing my models. It never goes quite the way I want it to. Binary says sub-assemblies are for nerds. Binary. And Sunshine wants to know what kind of orc you want to paint next. Yeah, because I mean, you made quick work of this guy, didn't you, Donnie?
Yeah, that's kind of the technique we're using here. Oh, that stick fingerprints in the white paint. Great job. But is the whole slap chop style kind of leads to that being a little quicker. Oh, I know. So my wife, right after like I first bragged her, oh, look at my mini, it's so cool. And of course, first thing she does is like flip it upside down and look at that part that like nobody's ever gonna see. And it was I was like, you're not supposed to look there. Like
it's rude. Look at another player's undermodel.
I do have Burna boys, I think, in the garage. I haven't built for orcs. Maybe they're Ludas. I don't know. I will absolutely never ever build snaz shooter gun guys. I can't even think of what their silly name is. But their gun had like 27 pieces. Not a chance in heck.
Snickrot or Sneaky Orcs from First Time Raider Cora123 is one of the suggestions from chat.
Boss Snickrot or even, some Commandos. Those are cool models. I do love those.
Like I said, I don't play Warhammer, but I am very curious about the Orcs. They seem like a lot of fun and chaos, which I'm all about.
They are. They've got some great new models too, like definitely go out, take a peek at Games Workshop's orc line right now. Like, there's so much good stuff out there. And if you're a 3D printer, like our friend Sunshine, the options are nearly endless.
That's right.
Sunshine has a really cool custom orc.
Yeah, Sunshine has a really sweet Etsy shop that they should drop the link for, because yeah, they make some very cool prints. Oh, nice. Koro has
I can't take Batman from you, sir. That's your deal. But
Koro has a full printed custom orc army, which is awesome. I really want a 3D printer. They're so cool. I would get myself buried under.
You get that garage.
I am on the short list for a garage at my apartment complex.
I don't know if they've got power in them, but if they do,
I can get.
I wouldn't keep them in the apartment with the cats. So.
Or I'll just set it up at my dad's.
It's not a resin one. There you go.
Well, Sunshine says they've got other custom snickrats if you want one too.
We'll have to talk.
Anybody else in chat working on any crafts tonight? What you guys got going on? Any painting? Anything? I'm working on a pair of slippers.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate all the traffic here on Twitch tonight. Please click that follow button for us. We're still a growing channel. Obviously, tonight we're focusing on painting and just hangout chat. Mondays, we do a tabletop RPG stream. So we focus on D&D, Cyberpunk. We're about to do a quick Krampus horror themed RPG the next couple weeks, so tune in for that. And then Wednesdays and Saturdays we do a
Sundays
live. Wednesdays and Sundays, excuse me, we do rave reviews. That's our gaming podcast or stream with Ray and Greg. Very fun. That's gotten a lot of people who enjoy Dark Souls hanging out with us, but in general, we just like to watch Greg suffer for the most part.
Yeah, it's fantastic suffering. It's been a rough couple of weeks because there was Thanksgiving, and then I had a gas leak, and then the internet for my entire city died. So I haven't been on in a couple of weeks, and I miss it, man. I miss it.
Who needs internet, right? Like.
But yeah, make sure you hit those buttons because we are on air 4 nights every week, right?
At least, typically, yeah.
Sometimes I do gaming tips a couple of times a month. I'll drop those on Fridays for stepping up your tabletop roleplay game.
Occasionally, we're also do special events. Occasionally on Fridays, we'll release those, but you just really never know. Whatever we're feeling, we try a lot of different games and just mostly like to hang out and nerd out.
Yeah, it's true. We are very nerdy. And we try a lot of different games. Fun. That's one of the joys of tabletop for me, especially having found a group that is so excited to try different systems and different games.
The tea is almost drinkable, friends.
Almost.
We're almost there.
Getting nice and chunky.
It's only been 45 minutes.
That does bring up a good point, though. Does everybody have their hydration? That is not paint water.
Don't drink the paint cup. We can get the dog to come upstairs and quit barking at y'all.
I didn't even hear it.
Alright, and since the consensus was that blue is a great second best, or oh no, I've ruined it.
Oh no?
The purple is the second best color to blue.
I'm
gonna use purple on them.
I like purple. I think purple is the correct and appropriate choice here, sir. And anybody who likes blue be damned, Hydra. Orc Mob, blue or purple, Donnie? Sunshine's asking.
Well, purple, I don't have to paint them. I even build them. I just put bases out on the table.
I do think the purple's a good call because you got a lot of blue in the body. So I think it'll pop nice.
I don't know why, but I'm having a lot of trouble hearing you, Greg. Is everybody else hearing Greg across the chat fine?
Watch, now my mic is just dying.
It might also be my goofy headphone. It's not spectacular.
Oh, you're on wireless headphones, right?
Yeah, I really got to get a wired earbud.
Yeah, I need to get a wired earbud too. I had some and they were not good.
Hey, Viking, how are you?
What's up, Viking? How's it going, friend? It's also entirely possible I was leaning back from the microphone.
You're busy working on them flippers.
I am. I'm working on my second least favorite part right now, which is punching holes for stitching.
Oh, that makes sense.
Stitching is my least favorite part.
Do a bad part to do a worse part. That's always fun.
But at the end of the day, I'm going to have the coolest fucking slippers in the world. I'll put a picture of them up on our Instagram and YouTube when I finish them up.
Definitely.
Because they're the last pair of slippers I'm ever going to need, too. They're really nice leather.
So after you were talking about how comfortable Uggs are the other day, I go by my folks' house, and my dad is wearing a pair of like Uggs slippers. Died. I was like, no, Greg's hanging out with my dad.
You know
sharing
what?
Shoe secrets.
No shame, they are insanely comfortable.
They looked comfortable.
Like, especially if you're going like outside in the cold, because I was up at Mammoth Mountain doing some mountain biking, and it was snowy out, so I was wearing them to go back and forth to the hot tub, and they're perfect for that. It's a good trip.
So Twitch, what armies does everybody play? I know we obviously have some Orc fans here today, but everybody else here are Warhammer fans. Do you do Age of Sigmar? Just like models?
Yeah, and please feel free to dump lore. We love that here at Thunderleaf when people share their lore, their passion, their nerdness. That's one of our favorite things. So yeah, lore dump on us. Yeah, Viking knows what's up. They're comfortable, aren't they? And now you know what to get her for Christmas. What's your favorite army, Sunshine? Orcs and Deathwatch? Alright, nice. I know about orcs. I don't know much about Deathwatch. Actually, I don't know anything about Deathwatch, if I'm being actually honest.
Deathwatch is a Space Marines chapter.
Okay.
That's about the extent I know about them. I know they're kind of unique. They like draw from all the other chapters, but I couldn't tell you why.
I know what Space Marines are. I'm not that ill-versed in the world of Warhammer. Hunting Xenos. Nice.
So I've been playing Sunshine with a Death Guard list. I'm calling Whirlwinds a la Death Guard. Inspired by your indirect tanks. Decided, let's bring some ammo. Drop a bunch of tanks and then a whole bunch of zombies on the board and see what happens.
Sounds like a legit strategy.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like indirect would make a lot of sense in a game where sightlines are very important. And what I saw at the hobby shop, the way guys measure and stuff, it seems like sightlines are very important.
Very much so. So yeah, it's not super common. Some armies have it, some armies don't. There's definitely like downsides to it. In terms of the game itself. But yeah, when you can sit at the opposite side of the table and kill things, that's definitely nice. Especially in a game where everything hides.
Yeah,
in the game.
Sunshine's saying it's broken the game a number of times.
Oh, for sure, because it's such an easy mechanic to like not be balanced at all.
Yeah. Binary's talking about Krieg, which it sounds like is an artillery-based troop unit chapter.
Yeah, Krieg is like the U.S. military of Warhammer 40k. Like,
overwhelming force from a distance.
yeah.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Or Warhammer, obviously.
I have made some choices today with that cloak. I'm not sure they were the right ones.
That's the cool thing about paint, though, is you can always redo it.
Yeah.
Like, that shit ain't permanent.
It's very true. And in the end, this was not particularly a show paint job anyways, so.
This is just a get paint on it so you can get it on the board kind of jobber.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're going for. A little bit better than bad. That's what we're talking about.
A little bit better than what?
A little bit better than bad.
Hey, you know what? That's a good metric. I like that metric. A little bit better than bad. If you're always aiming for it, then you're always going to be going up, because your standard for what bad is should always be going up regarding your own work. I like that. Yeah, that's a good one.
I've heard that Krieg right now has broken the game not so much with out of line of sight, but just simply putting 200 one wound models on the table, and good luck. I know I would not be able to kill them fast enough. Like,
That seems like another valid tactic is swarm. Yeah, you're gonna have to get me up in tabletop sim one of these days, Donnie, because I'm obviously not already trying to learn enough new things.
fortunately, with Tabletop Simulator, the biggest investment is not a factor.
Yeah, that's what's kept me away from Warhammer for so long, is the cost and the space.
Yeah, space, and then the time you put into building, painting, changing meta, like, it gets ridiculous.
Yeah, I do not think as a physical hobby I would enjoy it nearly as much as I enjoy tabletop, but I definitely want to explore the game system because so many of my friends are into it, and there's so much cool lore in it.
That is the cool part. It is a very multifaceted hobby. It's really cool. And why it draws to so many people.
Yeah, like I've got a bunch of different Warhammer friends, and none of them are into the same aspects of it. So it's really cool to see, for sure. ALC is out there crafting with us tonight, working on a little scratch-off art, which are super fun. My favorite memories from the Thunderleaf retreat was hanging out with her, scratching off the little scratch-off arts. Those are great little time. We do a lot of crafting here at the network, don't we?
Like, we all need to keep our hands busy.
Yeah, I think that's actually exactly what it is we've got busy little hands. Wasn't that a movie when we were a kid? Idle Hands, right? Like Seth Green?
I'm not sure.
I thought you would know, Donnie. You worked at a Blockbuster.
I'm usually pretty good, but I'm not familiar with that one.
I don't know if it was actually Seth Green. I'll look it up in a minute when I get my hand. Scrawling a hole right now. All right, yes. So it was Idle Hands, the touching story of a boy in his right hand. Seth Green was in it, and it was not very critically well received.
Shocked. Seth Green movie, not critically acclaimed.
From '99?
He got so many Emmy Awards, or Grammys, or Oscars, or whatever the right award is.
Oh. Comedies never win awards. Which is weird because I feel like comedy is one of the hardest genres to do well. Especially if you're trying to tell an impactful story with it.
Speaking of comedies done well, did you see that Dogma is finally getting a release onto like modern media?
Wow. I have not thought about that movie in ages.
It is definitely like up there for me, and it's one that's disappeared because it's literally not available anymore. Like, you couldn't buy it anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. We were talking about that in one of the chats earlier today about how we don't really get media, like we don't own media the way we used to. It's all licensed to us and shit now. And it's super disappointing because of stuff like that. Like a company decides we don't want anybody to have Dogma, then your favorite movie's off the shelves. So I am a proponent of physical media. Like I said, my internet was out for the better part of a day. And I was looking through all of my old discs, and my ex kept almost all of the physical media. And I realized, man, I have so little actual media I have access to offline. It was a very interesting moment. Made me realize how dependent on the internet I am for everything, really.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. Like, not like scary, but like, internet going out is definitely like where terrorism exists now. Like, wow.
Yeah, it's insane how dependent we are on the internet. And I mean, it makes sense. It's a vital piece of communication infrastructure, but it's also like, yeah, it's scary how much we need it. Now, my money, when it happened, my money was on somebody driving a car into one of the local internet service stations on accident. We had just had our first snow. But
yeah, that's the crazy part is the time.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't that. It was construction. Somebody didn't call ahead, and now they don't have a job. Always call ahead when you're digging. That is something I I had to do a lot when I was working parks was calling for utility locates, because yeah, you don't want to be that guy who takes out telecom for a neighborhood. We had one guy who he made the decision to not call for locates because he thought he knew where all the lines in this field were, and he ended up pulling the 911 line.
Oh no.
Yeah. Fire department was not happy with him. That's why it's important.
So in terms of digging without like proper approvals, there's this lady that I've somehow ended up on my TikTok algorithm who is digging a mine underneath her house.
What?
Yeah, it's like wild. I don't know where she is at exactly, but like she's just digging a mine and building infrastructure and like full on engineering it, but is digging a mine underneath her house. Like
insane.
Yeah, she's got all this like jury rig technology to like hoist rocks out, and she's literally filling giant dumpsters with rocks and scree like to clean it out. Like, because what else are you gonna do with it?
You got to do something.
But then she's started harvesting big stones out of it, and is like cutting her own castle blocks. So she's gonna dig a mine and build a castle in place of her house or some craziness. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, lady's got mad respect from me now.
And does it all in a dress. Like,
fuck yes. One of the craziest things I came across when I was working parks is we had this this encampment of unhoused individuals. And one of them had gotten extremely industrious with a lot of chemical aid. And he took a little brick chisel, a little 4-inch wide brick chisel, and he carved out a cave in this hillside. It was like 6 feet deep, 12 feet wide, 5 feet tall. It had a bench. They'd used all the mine tailings to create like multiple ponds. So they had a bath, they had laundry. They even had solar panels up in the trees. It was one of the craziest sights I ever had to handle.
That's different. Like,
but yeah, we had to call the sheriff in on that because we ran the guy's ID and he came back with a warrant for active methamphetamine distribution.
Like, I'm shocked.
Yeah,
like
the dude who dug a literal cave with nothing but a tiny little chisel? Meth? I'm shocked. Yeah, that was wild. I had some really interesting experiences working in that job. And then I broke my back.
Now you get to be the CEO of Thunderleaf Games and my producer.
Best paying job I've ever had. Jobs we think of. No, I love doing the Thunderleaf stuff. It is so much fun. I'm meeting so many cool people. It is so cool getting a chance to build community in a new way. Because that was what I really loved about the park job, was I was building community. I was out there with members of my community helping get the things they cared about going in the place they lived. And that's something I'm really enjoying about Thunderleaf as we're starting to find our audience, is we're building a community. We're building a place where like-minded nerds can come together and just hang. And so that's been very rewarding to have that as part of this process we're doing together.
Absolutely. And yeah, just glad to have people to hang out with, really. So if you're all enjoying hanging out with us, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
For sure.
Throw a mid-stream pitch at y'all here.
Also, like, how lucky are we that we have how many regular games a week, Donnie?
Oh my god, that tea is still so freaking hot. Take the lid off of her a little while.
That's one of my problems with tea, is I can never get it at the right temperature. Like, I love tea, but I'm not as good at drinking tea as I am at coffee. I drink a ton of coffee. And so I've very much got that rhythm down. I know exactly when my coffee from my coffee pot's going to be the right temperature in my cup. I haven't gotten that system down for tea yet, though. I just got a electric kettle not too long.
So we have like the water tower dispenser, and it does hot water.
Okay.
So, and it's fairly good for tea, as long as you don't keep it in an insulated closed cup.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to give that heat somewhere to go, other than, your mouth. I can't remember, Donnie. Are you watching Dairy as well?
I have not been watching Dairy, so I am ashamed to admit I have not seen the new It movie. Even. Yeah.
They are very good. A bunch of us on the Thunderleaf team are watching the new It Welcome to Dairy show, and yeah, it's very well done. There's definitely some ups and downs in the quality of episodes, but overall, very much enjoying it.
Now, where does the title Derry come from? Is it from the place?
Yeah, it is the town of Derry. So it's Derry, not Dairy.
Now, is that where the story always took place? Because it is the clown.
Yeah,
related.
Yeah.
Right?
This is a story that takes place before the story of the movies, or the book, I guess, if you want to be a little more accurate.
Okay.
Yeah, this one takes place in like the 50s, 60s, I think.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's really well done. It's really well acted.
Now, does it have the same guy playing the clown, or is the clown not relevant yet?
The same guy is playing the clown, Bill Skarsgård, and he is so fucking good at being so fucking creepy. Like, that is one of the best pieces of modern casting, man. Like, the things that man does are unnerving. Which is probably why they cast him as one of Stephen King's most iconic characters. I like King. My dad is a huge Stephen King fan. But I've always felt like not that he wasn't as good, but he just never resonated with me the way I thought he should, based on like my dad and how everybody else loves him. Like, yeah, he's good. I'm not saying he's not good, but definitely not my favorite.
Sure.
I think if I had to pick a favorite author, I'd go with Crichton.
So I am definitely a big Brandon Sanderson fan personally, but
I've been trying to get.
There's a lot that I do love.
I've been trying to get into Sanderson. I've started Mistborn like 3 times, and I get daunted by big books, so I get distracted easily and start other stories. But I'm curious about it. It's definitely a story that resonates with me so far.
Yeah.
OG Clancy, Theelnos, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, friend, but OG Clancy, yes. I remember, Donnie, you and I used to read Clancy books.
All the time.
Yeah, we would trade them, man. That was... Oh. Jim Butcher. Andy Weir is my current favorite.
Yeah, I'm stoked for that movie coming out as well.
I'm so excited for that one.
I'm right now listening to it's by Dennis Taylor, but it's called I Am Bob. But it's a whole series where they create a probe and like the person like freezes their brain and gets stuck into a probe to explore the universe, and they're like self-replicating AI basically at that point. But it's pretty cool.
Interesting.
A little cool thought experiment.
Yeah. That is kind of funny, Phil, that you haven't read Hunt for Red October. That's like his most well-known.
I don't know that I've read that one either.
I know I haven't. So, yeah, it must be a trend among at least our particular brand of weird. Yeah, I think that definitely might be what it is, Theo, is we grew up post-Red Scare, so the Hunt for Red October didn't feel relevant.
Yeah, I always liked the like modern like SEAL Delta Force books and like the Net Force books where he dabbled into sci-fi a little bit, like near sci-fi.
Net Force, yes, that was Net Force was it back in the day, man. I remember those were the books you and I like.
Yeah.
Wow, you just brought back some memories, dude.
I'm so glad other people know about NetForce still. Like, it's honestly why AI is so disappointed now for me. It's
right?
Like, why isn't it like that? Like,
all right, so we're getting Adrian Tchaikovsky, Eric Nyland. Man, we got a bunch of awesome...
Viking? I recognize the name, but I'm blanking on what Tchaikovsky wrote.
Yeah, I hear Tchaikovsky and I think of music. But yeah, no, I've got the ADHD pretty bad, so reading is something I have to put substantial effort into. And recently I have been really getting into audiobooks. Naomi Novik for the Hemerier books. Ooh, alt Napoleonic history with dragons? Shit, dude. Shit.
Forget about you don't invade Russia in winter.
Yeah.
You don't invade Russia without dragons.
Exactly. Oh, shit, man. Naomi Novik. Okay, I'm going to have to check those out. I am reading, like, everybody and their brother right now, Fourth Wing.
Oh, yeah. That one's...
we got Puppy.
Oh, yeah. He's grumping at me in the background here. Hi, buddy.
Ender wants
Ender, everybody's saying hi to you.
That's a game I haven't thought about in a minute, or a book. Ender's Game.
Yep, that is what I named my dog for, is Ender's Game. He is supposed to be a sweet little kid, or a sweet little dog, that killed everything, because he was a farm dog for his younger life. And now he's just an old man that sleeps all the time on the couch.
You know,
he's very spoiled in his retirement.
There are worse things to be than an old man who sleeps all day.
I dream to be an old man that sleeps one day.
I know. Like, I am technically retired. I'm not an old man, but I do sleep all day. Pretty sweet.
And that's nonsense, because you spend all day bullshitting with us.
That's true. That's true.
Discord.
Our Discord is so active. It's also available on our Patreon if that's the sort of thing you're into.
Thank you for whoever else followed today. We appreciate that. I see we've gotten a couple more followers.
Yeah, it looks like
gone on.
Thiel, Raz, Ranzid, and Koro, and Dom's Mini. So yeah, thank you all, our new followers tonight. We really appreciate you guys. That is something we always
appreciate
love to
the
see.
raid and the love.
Yeah. I'll have to come check you guys out next time you guys are live.
I did throw some follows to all of you, yeah.
Exactly. The small creator community, we got to look out for each other out here. It's there's a lot of big dogs in the world. Gotta make sure there's still room for the little guys like us. Out here trying to...
That looked cool, but it was not intentional.
Oh, did you catch something?
I like spun the brush in my hand like I was some kind of cool knife flipper.
Oh, you should have just owned it, dude. Just, yeah, I meant to do that.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't on screen, unfortunately.
Ah, that'll do it, man. That'll do it. Viking, thank you very much for dropping that follow, friend. We really appreciate that.
Now we start the never-ending sequence of purple on white touch-ups.
How you build layering in depth, right? That's what we can call it?
No. Well, layering, but in depth, but not in the ways that I'd like to.
Man, you look almost done with this one, huh?
In some ways not.
That's fair. I guess you also still have all the basing to do, huh?
Yeah, and I've still got to kind of figure out what I want to do even there. I think I need to look into some C style scatter terrain essentially that I can put on the bases.
Yeah, something with like
it's got a little
vibe.
statue in there already, but yeah.
Ooh, you know what kind of cool look cool? It's like a pirate hat or a skull with one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's at all in universe, but I'm getting a nautical vibe from this dude.
Yeah, definitely nautical. You kind of see the other guy here. He's even got a fish on the model. Like,
oh wow, there you go. So excited to be finishing these slippers tonight, man. I've been working on them.
Since we started, Donnie does it. Well, really before.
That's true. I don't like doing hand stitching. All right, we've got Posty44, first-time chatter. Welcome, Posty, asking, what is the best paint to start with as a beginner in the hobby?
Pick up the Army Painter Speed Paint set. It's definitely the way to go in terms of just getting quickly, getting results easily. It's super easy. You get that. You can get like a $2 makeup brush or steal one from mom, sister, girlfriend, whatever it may be. And then just a cheap set of $2.99 brushes. And you can do just about everything with that. There are good brushes out there. I'm using right now my pricey brush, which is a Winsor Newton, which is really good, and it holds a point exceptionally well, which isn't going to be able to focus on. This one's a very small detail brush, which is why I spent the money on it. But 90% of the brushes I use cost less than $5.
It seems like it's one
But
of those
yeah,
hobbies that can be very expensive to start, but you can also start it for like $20 in a model.
yeah, for sure. And it depends on what you're looking to do. Like you can get cheap acrylic paints, but there is value in the paints. But yeah, definitely like a cheap, not cheap, but a bulk package from one of the paint companies is a great way to go. Army Painter's got some really good sets.
Phil, that is
AK Paints has some really good sets.
Phil, that is what we specialize in here, is wasting an entire evening without doing a damn thing.
Amen. No, this is not about wasting time. This is intentional time spent on Thursdays to just kind of regroup, spend long 4 days throughout the week, maybe. And even if it hasn't, it's time. It's good to take a little time.
No, that is a very good point. This is the nice, mellow way to decompress and hang out with some like-minded folk.
We're excited to have you here.
Viking is suggesting Pro Acryl has a good starter set that does come with the brushes. Now,
I think that was the one I meant by AK Paints, but yeah, no, Pro Acryl for sure. I've got some of those around here as well. And they come in nice little dropper bottles, though I will tell you, be careful the first time you open them. I definitely sprayed paint like all over my room. They've got weird little dropper things, and I did not use them correctly. And then they've got a seal on them as well. But they are great quality paints.
The one I didn't like, I don't like the pots that Citadel paints come in. I don't like painting out of those.
Citadel paints are they're the one I have the most of, and that's because of momentum is what we're gonna go with. But they are by far the paint great quality, and you get consistency, which is great. Like they've got a system that's easy to work together, so you don't have to really think about it. Like okay, if I do this base and then this layer color, and it's gonna give a good highlight and things like that. But yeah, Pro Acryl is good, really great quality paint.
Yeah.
And they do have some good starter sets.
Yeah, I never tried Pro Acryl. I was never into it enough to do Pro Acryl, but I did really enjoy the Army Painter sets.
Yeah.
Those are what
If I were to buy paints all over, I'd definitely buy all Pro Acryl. But I have so much paint already that it's just like not buying paints.
I've heard a lot of folks, Phil, who are really into Vallejo. Like, that seems like a brand that gets serious loyalty.
Yeah, for sure. And they're supposed to be good too. I don't think I have any of Vallejo's paints, but they are supposed to be good quality.
Yeah, that's one I've only heard good things about. Yeah, it's so easy to discount stuff like basic color theory and color wheels and stuff, and it's amazing how much spending just a little bit of time on that will really make everything you're doing pop.
Definitely the weakest part of my painting skill, unfortunately, is my paint theory. Definitely is a hugely important skill.
That's a tough one, man. That's a lifelong skill kind of thing.
Well, and I do think that is one aspect of this hobby. You can know color theory, but certain people just have more of an innate talent with color theory too. This goes with this.
I wonder if that has to do with how color is perceived. And
right?
Yeah, I've color perception's always been fascinating to me. Nice, Posty. That sounds like a really solid plan. Definitely come back next Thursday and spend a little time painting with us. Let us know how those go for you. See, I grew up in a house of artists. Both of my parents were professional artists, and so I just always had that stuff around me, but I never actually took the time to learn it. I just kind of took having a basic understanding for granted and never actually went into to learning it.
I do recommend priming black to begin with. It's much more forgiving than white, for sure, Posty.
Posty, thank you for the follow. We really appreciate that. You are our 50th follower, friend.
Oh, let's go. Thank you, everybody.
That's worth a round of applause for.
Welcome, Posty.
Oh, thank you, everyone, man. This was awesome. Thank you for joining us tonight. That's I can't believe we just hit 50. I'm stoked, Donnie.
I know. We've been working towards that for a while. Like, well, do we know how long?
Yeah, for almost exactly 1 year.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're new, we definitely really appreciate having you here, and it's just a great place to hang out once a week. And if not once, we are on 4 nights a week as well. So yeah, check out our other streams. We do very diverse content. If one thing doesn't appeal to you, we get that, but hopefully you'll find enjoyment in our stuff.
Yeah, we try and do. We're nerds ourselves, and we figure we're nerdy. Let's make nerdy content for other nerds.
That's right.
And yeah, it's been working well for us. We've been having so much fun on this journey this past year. Like, I've learned.
We're about to come full circle on it too.
I am so excited.
Back to Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk, 364 days after it started, we are going back to Night City, man. Ah! I'm very excited for that. I know everybody on the TLG team is so stoked to be going back to Cyberpunk. That's what we started this whole network with. And yeah, it's something we all are very passionate about. So January 19th, we are launching Chapter 2 of our Cyberpunk Red actual play campaign. And I think we'll actually have a name for this chapter other than Chapter 1. Yeah, make sure you join us for that, because I think that is probably the project we're all the most excited for right now.
And of course, you can catch our entire season 1, as well as Humblewood, which we just wrapped up Chapter 1 of, on YouTube.
Yes, all of our content, almost everything we have ever done, is up on YouTube, so make sure you check that out, because, yeah, we've got all the models Donnie has painted are up on there. We've got all of Chapter 1, all of the Monster of the Week specials I've done, and, yeah, all of our Cyberpunk stuff. So that is... YouTube is where all of that lives. Yeah, I've been writing... and Donnie, I still need you to answer those questions I asked for our Christmas horror special, our Monster of the Week special. I've been writing on that this week, and I'm getting excited for that one. It should be a good time. We're going to start that Monday, and yeah, that's going to be a good time.
We've got a theme. I'm definitely going with Emilio.
What was that?
I'm definitely going to be Emilio.
All right. I love running horror for this group, because you guys do stuff I never could possibly anticipate, and it is so much fun to have my monsters react to you crazy fools.
I would like to roll to pet the werewolf.
Like, that was such a golden opportunity. You guys unloaded into a werewolf, and then Mike is like, I want to pet him. And he's surprised when he loses his hand. Oh, that was one of my favorite moments behind the screen.
Now, Posty, what are you going to be painting? Do you have models in mind? Are you doing Warhammer stuff or fantasy models? What kind of stuff are you looking to paint? What interests you?
Yeah. Sci-fi stuff too. I like sci-fi models. Those are my favorite to paint.
Okay. Very cool. I've got a lot of fantasy models under my belt. That's mostly what my 3D printer was used for, was D&D models. Is used for.
ALC over on YouTube talking about her crafting project. She's working on some embroidery. It's a squirrel with some mushrooms. So, the hell yeah. That sounds awesome.
Then we had a squirrel.
I started with Fantasy 2, Posty. I think my first model was one of my D&D characters. And after that, I'm like, oh, this is a lot of fun. And I've painted almost all of my characters since then. I need to print a few.
So early on in Donnie Does It, I was working on my favorite D&D character that I've had. I printed out like a statuesque size version of my Harengon character from our home game.
I love Lap. I miss Lap. Lap was one of my favorite characters ever, dude. He was so fun. I loved the way you played him.
We all riffed really well off each other.
Yeah, no, you are one of my favorite people to sit at a table and play with, just because we can make so much character with anything. Like the dandelion shakes. I still think about the dandelion shakes that Lap made Gal every morning.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, very cool, Posty. What I've wanted to do, because I've been curious about getting into figurines, is some of the larger scale, like, God, what are the scales, Donnie? I don't know. But like some of the more, like almost foot tall models.
Oh, yeah, okay. Like, yeah, you're talking like statues there.
Yeah, like that looks like a lot of fun to me. I think that would be an interesting area to explore.
The Lenyos, yeah, me and Binary all backed the Trench Crusade Kickstarter. So yeah, that's when we kind of share the 3D files on that one. But yeah, I definitely need to get printing and building those, because we backed it. A couple guys in our local club built boards for it, and we have never played once, which I'm ashamed to admit.
Now, is that a skirmish game or is that another war game?
It's a small skirmish game. So I think you've got like 6 models typically, something like that. And yeah, it's like a alternate universe World War II grimdark.
Okay, yeah, that game sounds a lot of fun. Now, are there skirmish games on Tabletop Simulator? Because that's I really want to try some skirmish games. That looks like so much fun.
I have no idea how to play them. I imagine it's the same way we do Warhammer, but like, yeah, you find Tabletop Simulator is pretty cool that you can just find like models kind of to load into it.
All right, so Thiel's saying, yeah, 4 to 12 models depending on the cost you play for Trench Warfare. And it is on tabletop, yeah.
Okay, so Binary's got the full story for us, which is super awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a cool premise.
Templar Crusade opening a gate to hell during World War I. Yeah.
During they opened it up in their time, and the world's gone to
on
to World War One. So like, yeah. So you've got like demons.
Okay,
in trenches.
That's even cooler. That's even cooler. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this one out for
stuff,
sure.
And the models are awesome. Delenios, what army did you pick for Trench Crusade?
Oh, wow. 300 years of World War I style trench warfare between Hell and humans. And Thiel is maining Sultan.
Take a look here. Oh yeah, those are cool. For sure.
Oh yeah, those are sick.
I am yet to finally settle on mine. That's part of why I haven't printed them, but mostly it's because I'm lazy, but I gotta get on it because they are such cool little figurines. Thank God for resin printing, like, because that's the quality that you get to, like, it's awesome.
Yeah,
Until I drop it.
Yeah.
Naked bird woman there. All right. I didn't notice that at first. It's like a cherub woman bird. That's some choices.
Oh yeah, it's like a harpy on and that sword
Yeah.
axe hammer thing is badass.
I think it's a gun. Like,
Hey, it's also a gun. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Well, shit. I'm in.
well, like I said, we have this one, and I bet you Sunshine would print this for you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, when I make it out there, I am definitely going to be playing this with you guys a lot. Yeah, that looks very much my speed. What's up, Ender?
He's grumping at me. The kitty was bullying him.
Cats can be bullies.
Yeah, 60-pound dog, and he's ruled by the 8-pound cat. At best, 8 pounds.
Binaries between Antioch and the New Antioch and the Hell armies.
Delenious.
Oh, you guys are on the same wavelength tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as soon as I looked at him, I said to Binary, I'm like, I think I'm gonna play New Antioch, and yeah, he's like, me too.
I mean, I see why. They're fucking badass.
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly what you want out of a World War I trench warfare style game, is New Antioch.
Like the heavy mech infantry guy.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. A Templar combat engineer. Like, how cool is that? Definitely a cool army. Like, the vibe on that one definitely caught me.
Yeah. Binary is just gonna go big demon soldiers, verdigris and rust. Nothing wrong with that.
There you go.
Dude, NMM is so cool.
It's so hard.
I can't do it. I'm always impressed when I see it, but I can't do it.
So impressed. Yeah, the shading and everything there is just... I've been trying to do a little bit more blending in my painting, and it is so much work. And yeah, that's like taking it to the extreme.
I definitely want to try it because I did have some good luck with wet blending, but it's one of those things you have to have that theory understanding of, so you know where the light is coming from and how the metal's going to react with that.
Yeah, which is definitely where my struggle is.
Same. Like, I could make something good look okay, but I'm not going to make it look right. And when you're starting to do reflections, that's so important.
Yeah, like the color theory to make yellow and blues look like metal just blows my mind.
Yeah. And then you see people doing like full chrome reflection painting in non-metallics. And it's just, that is so impressive. And the other one that really impresses me is when folks do that like super fine single hairbrush scroll work on the banners some of the Warhammer models have.
Yeah, like when you're freehanding stuff, like I've seen people put like leaf prints into like the cloaks and stuff, or like the redding essentially.
Yeah, I was watching some
threaded material
embroidery the other day.
Yeah,
insane. Like the amount of skill people have and develop for this hobby is so cool to me.
Well, and I can't believe how fast and far it's come. Like, between when I kind of picked it up again, probably like 2016, 2015-ish, maybe.
Posty, thank you for the compliment on the cloak details.
Yeah, thank you. It'll be a little bit of go back and forth on it. Get it where it needs to be.
But yeah, I do feel like in the past decade, it's really... Because I haven't been into it for that long, but just having been in the tabletop space for that long, I've seen the models start to look so much better when I'm at the hobby shop. And it's really cool. I've got the shaky hand, I think, a little worse than you do, Donnie, so I'm never going to be able to get those super fine details down.
Yeah, I mean, it's a struggle for sure. Like, and that you see how I'm like constantly moving the model. Like, it's just trying to position it to where is it most advantageous. So I'm just kind of trying to scrape the brush against the raised details and just catch it. And I still have to go back and fix the purple, and then fix the white again, and then fix the... It's a vicious circle.
It's a game of when is good enough good enough.
100%. And that's the mental aspect of the hobby, for sure. And it can be something that gets toxic for some people. I just encourage everybody, be realistic about what you're doing. Like... Just because you see, El Miniaturista out there doing glow effects that, like, blow your mind, that's not the standard. That's the exception. Like, don't compare yourself to Leonardo,
Yeah, it's like the Matt Mercer effect for painting,
Yeah, that's perfect, yeah.
Like, you don't have to do professional grade voice acting to put on a good story. Just like you don't have to do paid quality paintwork to make a model look damn good.
And not only that, but how do you think they got that good?
Exactly. You don't develop those skills overnight. You spend years and years failing at it. It's not failure as long as you learn something. That is one of my core mantras. And that's when I was mentoring youth. That was one of the things I made sure they learned is if you learn something, then you didn't fail.
Yeah, anything worth doing is worth doing wrong first.
Bingo. I love that. That's so true.
I can't claim the ownership on that phrase, but
dude, you should claim it anyway. See if you can copyright it. Make a mint.
All right, well, we are getting towards the end of our typical painting session here. So we typically do an hour and a half on Thursdays. Most our other streams are usually closer to 2 hours. Assuming Greg gets power and no gas leaks.
Yeah, assuming my apartment doesn't blow up and nobody drives through the wall of the building. Happened 2 buildings over.
But yeah, so really, really thankful for everybody that's joined us today. Click follow. We really love spending the time with you and just hanging out, chatting about the hobby. It's just good times. So thank you all for being here.
Yeah, thank you all so much. That was
I'm going to say we probably have another week or 2 on this guy, just kind of finishing out the details, soliding up that white on the cloak still, getting some highlights in on it. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the face here, the sea horsicorn. But yeah, we're getting close. Really cool model. I'm really enjoying this one to paint with y'all. But yeah, definitely drop if you're on. Shoot us a comment on YouTube. Let us know what you'd like to see painted next, or just say hi over there as well. And yeah, Greg, anything you want to add?
No, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for the raid. We super appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see all of you next week. Well, we'll see you Sunday and then next week.
Exactly. Yeah. Nice. And yeah, thanks for being here, everybody. Have a great rest of your night.
Yeah. Night, y'all. We'll catch you next time.